A 100th birthday is an incredible milestone, but to live a very full life in between all of those years is an even bigger feat. That's true for Eileen Harrington, who lives in the Arena, Wisconsin area. So what do you do when you have a century's worth of stories? You write them down.
That was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
When it comes to family,
You can deal.
Eileen Harrington knows a good card game
Okay, all right, here goes.
can turn a full house
Okay, let it rip.
into a home.
Play another diamond.
Club?
Big! That's mine, that's mine!
It's common for Harrington to play euchre with her children and grandchildren, but today is even more special. She's celebrating turning 100.
Yeah!
Which is why I gave her a surprise visit. I hear you have a big birthday coming up. My name's Brady. I'm Brady with Fox 47 and Channel 3000.
Okay.
After a quick hello, and I wanted to come visit you. We got to business.
Well, let's sit down.
Okay, I heard that you are a card player. Do you wanna?
Oh, I'm a hell of a good card player.
Who taught you?
My father. My father also taught me how to dance. I was only 6 years old. I could dance every dance there was.
Harrington has a century's worth of stories, and she'll tell them.
I unloaded thousands and thousands of bale of hay. That's why I have arthritis now. And I was a cheerleader 4 years. I have never been a very religious woman, but I've always lived by the commandments. Let's put it that way.
Now they're all here in a new book. Eileen, 100 Years and Counting, a historical account of a Wisconsin family, written by Eileen Harrington.
Oh, that's good reading.
For decades, Harrington has been telling or writing her stories for her 6 kids, 11 grandkids, and great-grandkids. Her daughter, Nancy Harker, decided to turn them into a book.
So often we have parties in the basement. We gather in the basement. We sit around this table. And she would tell stories, and somebody would say, grab a napkin, write that down.
The cover is a young Eileen and one of her signature looks,
Well, I was quite a fancy dresser.
a fur coat.
I was working at a war factory in Madison, making big money. So I bought that fur coat on sale for $800.
This is the coat that we've been talking about, huh?
Oh, who brought? Yeah.
Harrington still lives in her house on her own, but she'll tell you a very long life isn't all furs and cold beers. Her husband has been gone for some time.
Jack Harrington.
I know.
Oh, he was a doll. The love of my life.
A lot of her memories now exist only in photographs, so turning 100 is understandably bittersweet.
There were 10 of us,
Yeah.
and I was the youngest. And I'm the last one here. We were a very fun-loving family. We really were. We had great parents, great parents. And I miss all of them, but I don't know why I'm still here and they're gone, but that's the way life goes.
Harker says that's why it's crucial to write down these stories, not just for her mom, but for the rest of the family, too.
I think our heritage is important. I think it helps you know who you are, where you're from. And it kind of gives you a path to continue on, I think.
Mom, you know how to pose.
But today, it's time to celebrate Eileen Harrington's 100th birthday.
Say cheese. Mom, how old do you feel?
Like 120.
No, I feel like I'm 20 years old. That's how I feel.
Everybody's got a club.
Yay. Ha!
So cut the deck and gather round the table for a card game between members of a full house and the queen of their hearts. What's the secret to a good life?
I can't answer that. I think just taking each day at a time. That's all. That's just the way I lived.
Well, happy birthday, Eileen. You can order Eileen's book and read it for yourself. We've included a link so you can order it under this story on fox47.com. And I'm with someone who knows Eileen Harrington pretty well. This
Just
is
a
her
little
grandson,
bit.
in case you didn't put that together.
That was wonderfully done. You've got hundreds, maybe at least 1,000 people just west of Madison. All tears right now, Brady.
It was a pleasure. I loved getting to visit with her, and she was so nice. She tried to teach me cards. I'm not a great card player, but we tried. And then you have this book right here.
I do.
Yeah, it's a lot of good stories in there, so it's really cool to be an author at 100. Wow.
And it's signed, too, by the eminent daughter. She knows what that means.
Oh, look at that.
Eileen Harrington. And Grandma, we have a request for you. Brady would like your signature in
I need
his
one of my
copy
own
of the
now.
book.
Yeah.
We can make that happen.
Oh, thank you. It helps to know people in high places.
Well, Grandma, she's watching me right now, so I'm going to do the weather. 'Cause
Okay.
she, you know, over 100 years, and her saying, you got to stick with it. You got to stick with it. Well, it took a long time to get here to do the weather, so Grandma, this one's for you. All right, let's take a look at the forecast here